Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, to give to the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Yeah, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go. Play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Gun. Cut.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living.
Here we go.
And that's where he has to make plays to help his team. and no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 more there and another first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Burrow now off the bootleg. His throw incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets two more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
11, 11, 11.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Mixon running wide side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go, here we go.
They hand off to their big tight end. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll give it to Mixon. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Mitchell Wilcox taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Ready?
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts going to take this himself. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, come on.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Let's go now. Tiger, 19 Tiger. Cowboy 80.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Give them 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a Philadelphia first.
Here we go.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
Wide open receiver complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one.
Here we go. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
To throw again on second down. Burrow to mix it on the check down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
Now that sets up 3rd and 2.
11, 11. 11, empty, take.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. On the move to his left. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Okay, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals' 9. It's a gain of 34. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hurts will throw. And this will be caught. as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
On 2, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
On the delay, it's Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard. But they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Setting up the screen to Pirine. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A draw play for Mixon. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
11 MT, 11 MT, tight. 11 MT, tight.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
On 1, ready? 11 Thomas. 11 Mighty. 11 Mighty. Stop.
This is Mixon on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Mixon running wide side. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
On 2.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
11. 11 Thomas. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals.
Mitchell Wilcox.
Here we go.
Beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bengals answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th-quarter lead.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have
is?
kissed it on the ground.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 70 Lions.
Another run with Sanders. And he gets it down to the 32. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now another timeout called for by the offense.
Ready?
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. throw. And it's caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Here's Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11, mighty. 11, mighty. 12, 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12.
A final shot now for Burrow. Dancing to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.